So a lot of people wonder, what in the heck does a professional artist do all day? I mean, if they're not at a real job, what are they doing with their time? You know, when I was a young girl, I thought being an artist was like basically playing around with art supplies all day, doing a lot of like coloring and painting. You didn't have to really work that hard. I think that's what a lot of people think. Boy, was I wrong, because as a professional artist, you have to do a lot of work, a whole variety of work, you know, businessy that artists have to do. Over the years, something I've really treasured is my morning routine, because I found that if I have a really strong morning routine, then I'm very productive, I'm very motivated, I get everything done that I really need to get done. Once all the like final doodads go in, like the little speckly things, clouds are, you know, pretty important. I need to get the clouds in. This needs some rendering out, some shiny spot. Now that I think back, I have a lot to do. It's all that like fine tuning, sort of more detailed kind of things, which is a mode I just go into. It's just detail mode. You know, I'm kind of in detail mode right now. Early morning detail mode. That's me. It's very relaxing. And I was just realizing I wasn't listening to music. I wasn't listening to an audiobook like normal. I don't know. I think I was half asleep. I'm just kind of like, in the zone, just, you know, painting. It's very relaxing, you know? It's like I'm still asleep a little bit. And in the last, I would say 4 years, I've really worked at building a consistency of exercising. I'm not like hardcore, full on fitness. And the kinds of exercises I like to do are things that really push myself, like strength training or cardio, something that feels bad and terrible and painful and yucky and I dread, because I found that if I beat resistance first thing in the morning, it will not get me the rest of the day. Then I go ride my horse. I love that. That is super inspiring to me. He's trained me to really have intention. Whatever I intend to do, if I'm resolute in that and very decisive, he will do exactly what my heart has intended. It's really taught me to set an intent. That's something I'm really learning lately, and that really goes a long way as a professional artist, because, you know, when we're wishy-washy about our intentions or our dreams, it's harder to achieve them. And I think artists, more than most people, have to be resolute in their dreams and serious about them, because there's so many things trying to stop you. After horseback riding, all kinds of things can happen at that point. Oh my gosh, it's like the most crystal clear projection you could even imagine. This could work.
Yeah?
This could absolutely work. It is like almost perfect. Oh my gosh. How did that? I'm in the middle of Iceland. There's snow all around me. What happened?
You are making marks on the canvas. No, you're not.
Now my entire world just turned into, it's not Iceland, this is a desert. Oh my gosh, like I'm literally looking at my painting floating in a desert. I have to say, painting in the desert with the storm coming was pretty epic, if you could figure out how to make that work. I think artists today have to work on their social media, think about the content they create, think about their messaging, think about their collectors. In their mind, an artist can create something with their hands, brushes and paint, bring to life a vision. That's this magical thing. A lot of the social media content is documenting some of that magic, letting people in on the process.
This is what we do. We go live.
I'm doing a King series, and this is the next painting I want to do for that. I am painting on this copper. This is copper. I'm going to do indirect painting. I'm going to take all these bright reds, bright yellows, bright greens. I'm going to block in all those bright highlights that you see there. I'm going to leave a lot of the copper showing, and then once that dries, I'm going to go over the whole thing with darker glazes.
Indirect painting always looks so like pop arty.
Yeah. I think today an artist really has to spend some time creating content, showing their process, being vulnerable, being seen, not this sort of enigma, ooh, artist, right? Like today, it's not like that. Artists are being known to people. People messaging us or commenting, meeting collectors face to face, and sometimes they're even through tears telling you how much our art meant to them. Those are incredible moments. I think social media serves as a way to connect with the people who love what you do. I really do like that. Artists also have to keep themselves inspired, feed inspiration, expose ourselves to new things. Wow, is that original, you think? Whoa. I mean, check it out. All this stuff's here in Sarasota, Florida. This is a treasure, a gem. And how come more people don't know about this? So this is a female artist, and she was pretty well known and took over the family business and successful and all that. And you don't hear about female artists very much, you know, especially in that time. I like how she did the cloth here with the marks. I think inspiration, gathering inspiration is really important. If things begin to get dry or slow in the inspiration department, go do something. You know, I just recently went to the aquarium. I don't know what I want to do, but I want to do something with these. Look at this color. Look at how incredible this would be to paint. Aquariums are a great place of inspiration for anyone who wants to be inspired. You know, I've been painting a lot of mermaids lately and underwater things. Seeing all those glowing fish was just, you know, really beautiful. I don't know how I'm going to use it yet, but I'm definitely inspired. Huge part of being a professional artist is being able to talk about your work. Everything that you're seeing is bringing the art to life and sort of coming out beyond the canvas so that you can experience it on a deeper level. Even more importantly, getting other people to talk about your work.
The one thing that Ellie's work always does to people is it really opens something up in them. I like to just engage with them and ask them, what does Ellie's work here inspire in you? Answers are so different, which is incredible. People tend to get really close to them too and then see her textures and all the gold and luminescent and beauty inside and like this graceful, beautiful being under the ocean. People connect with them because it just makes you smile. And at the end of the day, that's what art should do.
So Jake, today is your first art show in a very, very long time, is that right?
Yes.
When's the last time you had an art show?
I mean, for me,
Yeah, for you.
never.
You know. As I've gotten more experience, I found that there's an art to connecting with the person, even if they don't buy your art. People don't know why they're connecting and they just get emotional. This incredible moment, human to human, where it's raw, vulnerable, they're feeling emotional publicly in front of you, the person who made this piece of art. It feels good, but it also, you can see that sometimes it feels like I'm exposed. She saw what I'm feeling. She sold the paint.
Ooh, that's
And
so exciting.
it's so funny because on the way over, I was vlogging in the car and I was like, so Jay, what hat are you wearing right now? Are you wearing CMO hat where
Yeah.
you want the gallery to be super? You didn't even have to think about that. Like, you didn't even let me finish the question.
Well, I'm just thinking about the marketing of the show, and I just want a lot of people to turn out.
He sold lots of art, but this is the first time from an actual gallery.
That's so exciting.
I know.
I am not gonna lie, it was like seeing my art on the gallery wall. It definitely inspires you to paint, want to paint more, you know? Like, I think when you put yourself out there, it gives you more of a reason. You know, like obviously we paint for ourselves, but even just putting it on the wall, Heather's like, oh, I've never seen these before. Oh, Jake, how come you haven't shared these yet? I mean, just that sort of interaction, you know, it's encouraging, it's inspired.
It doesn't happen, you know, every day. I wish it did. But it happens often, especially in these moments where you're able to have an art show and a lot of people there looking at it. Art is very powerful. It can do things to people and really touch them in deep places where they don't normally experience that.
I'm laughing at the angle.
Is the angle bad?
No, I just look at the camera and it's like.
Well, what?
Just kidding.
I mean, this is hard, and
No, it is hard.
I have a like a back issue as well, so. If somebody told me when I was a little girl that I would get to be able to grow up and color for a living, I don't know that I would have believed them. So it's really just an incredible life, such an honor to be able to touch people's hearts, create something with just, you know, my own hands that inspires other people. I'm so grateful that I get to be an artist, live out this profession. Tanner, sometimes I feel like we're a good combo for each other, and sometimes I feel like we're not. Because you let me do almost anything I want.